Hello and welcome to our very first virtual debates for Osceola 2020. My name is Rob Rosen. I'm a financial advisor with Edward Jones, and today I will be your moderator. I'd like to take this opportunity to thank our sponsors, because without our sponsors, this event would not take place. Our sponsors for today are Kissimmee Utility Authority, Osceola Star Newspaper, and the Orlando Magic. At this time, I'd like to introduce our candidates. Miss Barbara Cady, running for State House Representative, District 42. Hello, Miss Cady.
Hi, nice to see you again.
Yes. And our panelist for this debate is Miss Sandra Sander with Axion 97.9 FM. How you doing?
Hello.
So for debate guidelines, we will start off. The candidate will have a 1-minute opening statement. With one candidate here, panelists will then ask 3 questions total. The candidate will have 1 minute to answer each question. Once all questions have been answered, the candidate will have a 30-second closing statement. So we're giving 1 minute for most. I will raise my hand at the 10 seconds left mark, just to let you know to please wrap it up, so I don't have to interrupt anybody. So we will start now with Ms. Cady, your opening statement.
All right. Hello, everybody. Thank you for having me here. Thank you, Osceola Star. I am Barbara Cady, running for the State House District 42, and that includes parts of southern Osceola County, St. Cloud, Point Siena, and into Polk County, Lake Wales, Babson Park, Frostproof, and a little bit of a rural area around Polk County. But mostly we're in Osceola County. I lived in Osceola County for 14 years and just recently moved to the Polk County side of my district in March. I moved to Lake Wales. So I've got a lot of experience with all the communities now. First and foremost, what I think we need to do here with this race is the biggest priority should be recovering from the pandemic and resolving the economic issues that are affecting our community. So when I get to Tallahassee, what I want to do is make every effort to work across the aisle and secure funding and for free testing and tracing and to help small businesses recover as well as our unemployed, food, housing assistance, and funding for the men and women on the front lines, healthcare workers, EMTs, and first responders. I think that's the first, crisis that we have to deal with. Besides that, we have to look into what's going on with our schools. It's been a big change. We have out of control development in Osceola County. It's just been crazy. It's been taking away our small town feel at an alarming rate. And all of these issues affect quality of life for the citizens.
Thank you, Ms. Cady.
Okay, so there you go.
Yeah, thank you. I'll raise my hand, just letting you know you have 10 seconds left with a minute.
That's good.
I don't want to have to cut you off.
Great.
All right. Now, Ms. Sandra Sander will ask your first question.
Okay.
Yes, my first question is, the current ruling party of the state passed an education law without the participation of educators or citizens of Florida, which many say it puts the future of our children at risk. What is your proposal and views on this?
Oh, yes. I'm very concerned about education. It's a number one thing in my platform. I raised a special needs child to a full and productive adulthood. She's 32-year-old bilingual teacher in Broward County now, and that's because she got the services. Special needs children are not getting the services here in Florida. At least it's very sporadic. So I want to fight to fully fund our public schools. I do not want to take away school choice. That school choice is very important to a lot of parents. But we need to see that the kids that are in our public schools are getting the funding and the services they need. I think too often what's happening in Tallahassee is funding is being removed and it's being sent for-profit private schools. And I don't believe in for-profit private schools. I don't think tax dollars should go. I don't think our children's futures should be sold away to the highest bidder. So I will be a very strong advocate for public education and parent input as well as our school board's input to create a positive environment for our kids. I was just speaking with my daughter. She's in Broward County and she's going crazy because they're just trying to integrate the kids now with online learning as well as classroom, which today was the first day, and she says it's chaos, and she actually sent me a picture of a child that's sleeping at the desk. So we definitely have some work to do, and we need to get into the small communities and see what's going on. And I don't think the state should be preempting local communities and making decisions without the parents' input in the local school boards.
Thank you, Ms. Cady.
Mm-hmm.
Sander, your second question.
Yes, what is your plan to protect the environment and clean water?
Oh my gosh, I love this question. I am one of the directors for a movement called the Right to Clean Water, it's also known as the Rights of Nature. And I have been working with this amazing group of people to work at a local level. What we do is we've been going around speaking to the city councils, the mayors, the county commissions, and trying to make people understand that in order to get control over our clean water, we have the right to protect ourselves. Just like the Second Amendment gives us the right to protect ourselves against intruders, we also have a constitutional right to protect ourselves against corporate developers and corporate polluters that want to hurt us. So I believe in going down to the local level. I will definitely fight against state preemption laws, and I will be a big, strong advocate for environmental protections on the local level. I think local communities know best what their community needs. For example, in the Keys, for example, they wanted to pass a ordinance that kept a certain type of sunscreen out of their area. It was destroying the coral, very important for that area. Well, the state said, nope, sorry, you can't do that because, this is business at free market and all that. And I think that's very short-sighted, so I want to fight for our environment. It's very important for me. So I'm actually a director of the West Central region of the Florida Rights of Nature Network. And that is exactly what we're doing, is we are establishing local home rule authority. And it's catching on. Orange County has it on the ballot. I hope to have it on the ballots in Osceola and Polk very soon. So thank you for that question.
Thank you, Ms. Cady. And for your final question, Ms. Sandra.
Yes. What is your pursuit of economic equality for all the residents in Osceola County?
Well, it's very important because it's obvious that we don't have economic equality. We don't have educational equality, and we actually don't even have environmental equality. This past year in 2019, the island of Puerto Rico was suffering after Hurricane Maria from the results of that devastating storm. And one of the issues was the toxic coal ash was not being contained, and it needed to be removed. It was making people sick, and they were infecting the aquifer. And what did our county commissioner do, who is my opponent, who didn't bother to show up today? He made a backdoor deal to bring that toxic coal ash from the island of Puerto Rico and put it in his family's landfill in Osceola County, where we have a very large Hispanic community. So I don't think people appreciated that. And I don't think that was a wise thing to do. I think that was a terrible thing to do. So for 4 months, I led the coalition, a bipartisan coalition, to stop the toxic coal ash imports from Puerto Rico. They should be contained in a safe place, not moved from one tropical type environment to another. That's exactly what we have here. So these are things that are very important to me. We don't have equality. We don't have equality in education. One of the other things I've done in the last 3 years, I've partnered with a local 808 ironworkers union, as well as the painters and tradesmen's union, and they offer these amazing apprentice programs. So for young people who want to come and learn a trade, this is something we have to start pushing further. My opponent.
Thank you, Ms. Cady.
Yes.
We're going to let you wrap up, and actually finish off with a 30-second closing. So let's do that now. Sorry.
Okay. Well, my opponent's been focused on personally profiting on this toxic coal ash and making other deals to put toll roads through our conservation land. I've been busy working to build a coalition of diverse people, and that's what our community is all about. And I don't think my opponent is prepared at all, because he came into Poinciana to talk to our community about their commute, and he basically said to the Hispanic community, well, one of the problems is y'all Hispanic families have too many cars. And, that was just shows how ignorant he is. No, I'm going to work to unite our community. I have the experience, the background, the training, and I just love our diversity. And I think I'll just be a great representative. And I can't wait to get to Tallahassee to speak with everybody and help out our communities. So thank you very much for this opportunity.
Well, thank you so much. So again, thank you, our candidate, Miss Barbara Cady, running for State House Representative, State District 42. And a very special thank you to our panelists, Miss Sandra Carrasquillo from Axion 97.9 FM. Thank you both for being here today, and thank you everybody for watching at home. Have a great day. Thank you.
Thank you. Bye-bye.
Bye.